Welcome back, friends. Welcome to session 2 on Jira training. Getting started with Jira. My name is Ram. My personal profile is available at rnsangwan.com. I invite you to join www.skillpedia.com as a trainer or as a student. The complete training course on Jira with lectures, slides and material and examples are available at theskillpedia.com. The agenda of the session is introduction to Jira and its features, Jira components, projects, themes, initiatives, Jira epics, user stories and issues in Jira, and workflow. Of course, in this session we'll understand installation of Jira, download the Jira, install it on Windows and Linux. Basic questions. What is Jira? Jira is an issue tracker in simplest possible terms. Is it web based? Yes, it is web based. Is it open source? Yes. If you purchase license, you will get the source code as well. Is it a licensed product? Yes, it is licensed product. Evaluation version is available for 30 days. Current version as of today is 7.10. You can download it from the website www.atlassian.com/software/jira/download. So downloading and installing Jira. Let's take a look at download and installing on Windows and installing on Linux. So to download and install, go to this website, software Jira download, locate the installation file, run the installation, and per use you're handy. So simply click on the download and you can see that download is started right now. Download is going on. Once the download is complete, we start the installation. So basically it will automatically detect your operating system, and if you are installing from Windows, it will automatically download for Windows only. Let's install Jira on Windows. Once it is downloaded and the software is available in the directory, just double click that, okay, and start the installation. So double click on that, it will extract the files and will start the installation. Please remember to save the time. I have paused the recording at certain locations and removed certain steps. I mean the fast forwarded certain steps. So click on the location, next, create shortcuts, the default ports, install, and that's it. So installation will start. Now once the installation is complete, you can launch Jira. Start Jira software now, click on next. It will launch the Jira software. It's very easy to work with Jira on Windows as well as Linux. I have installed Jira on Windows 8 and Linux CentOS 7. So launch Jira software in browser. It will automatically open the browser. If you see this screen, don't panic. Wait for a few seconds, maybe a minute, and then refresh it. It will launch the startup process. So loading the Jira base system. It may take a couple of minutes, so please have patience when it loads the base system of Jira. So you need to have patience. Once it is ready, it automatically will take you to set up default mode. So I will set it up for myself because I want to demonstrate certain things. So click on I will set it up myself. So built-in Windows. In the next session I'll demonstrate MySQL database also. Right now I'm using the built-in database for evaluation and demonstration purpose. Type the company name, for example the Skillpedia. It is public and the URL is localhost colon 8080. Next. Again here it will take a couple of minutes. Now comes the important point, the server ID and the license. We need to generate a license key. I have already registered as a user on this website, and you just click on create a new license. So select Jira Software, select the Jira Software server, and whatever ID you got, that server ID, you copy that server ID here, okay, and paste it here. It will generate the license for you. So click on generate license, it will generate the license. Now you need to copy this license from this location to paste it there, the space provided for the license. Paste it and click on next. Again it will take a couple of minutes, so have patience please. In my case, since I have fast forwarded the video, so I am keeping only the important points. There is no point wasting time. Jira Core and Jira Software, these are the two versions. Be careful about that. If you use Jira Core, you will not be able to create the Scrum project. To create Jira Scrum project or Kanban project, you needed to install Jira Software rather than Jira Core. If you install Jira Core only, then you will be able to create only business processes, not the complete project, Scrum project or the Kanban project. The email ID, username and password. This is the first user, that is administrator user. So full name, email address, username, password. Simple. This is administration account, administrative account actually. So administrator, as an administrator, fill in the details. And now email setup notification, since we are using demo, so I am not using the email setup. Very quick installation without wasting time. So the Jira is installed, up and running. Welcome to Jira. So this is the installation is complete. Now it is asking for the language. Select the language of your choice. Click on continue. Select a photograph as an avatar. So click the photograph, select the photograph, adjust the size of the photographs and click confirm. Next. Now here you are, see a project in action, that is a demo project. Create a new project from scratch and import from another tool. So based on your choice, you can create a project like Scrum project. We want to go for Scrum development, so click on Scrum development project. And since I want sample data also, let's go for sample data. So Scrum development sample data, so that we can demonstrate certain basic things, because the training is going to be comprehensive. So initially, even if I take sample data, I'm going to replace it, overwrite it in the next session. So Scrum software development, I have given the project name. The demo is complete. Now you see this is the dashboard. We call it as a backlog, and you can just close these unnecessary checkboxes, and installation is done. Now you can log out from here and log in from there, because in the next section we'll create issues, we'll create the epics and stories and everything. That we'll do in the next session. So log out for now. Okay, thank you. Now let's take a look at installation of Jira on CentOS. CentOS Linux, because I am Linux expert, so I would like to demonstrate to you how to install in Linux also. And this Linux machine is CentOS 7, the latest version, updated. Okay, and I am working on Mozilla Firefox, and as you can see, if we visit that portal, it will show you the Linux 64-bit automatically detected. So let's start the installation. Same process, download from the website. So download is started. This is the URL, Linux 64-bit. Click on download, and same process, locate the installation file, run the installer. So installations download started. Save the download file. Now once the download complete, download is going on. Let's not wait. Once the download is complete, you can see I have already downloaded file Atlassian Jira software 7.10 64-bit. So first thing is you need to change the permission, chmod 755, the binary file. So you need to change the permission, okay, and then run the installer / the file name. And it's so easy to start installation on Linux. Unpacking Jira, starting the installer, quite quick. This will install Jira software 7.10 on your system, so it's quite easy that I'm just pressing enter key. I'm not doing anything else, selecting the default combinations only. So default location /opt/Atlassian/Jira. The default Jira software data is where Atlassian application data Jira, and Jira can run on a background, and the background as Jira service. So I'm installing as a Jira service. And finally the port name. So the settings are data directory, home directory, the port numbers, and install as service. Installation is started now. Wait for a few minutes. So once it is installed, it will launch the Jira software, and after that process will be similar to Windows. This is the only part which differs from Windows. So now we can access it at this URL. So the URL is available. Open link. Now again same process here. It will open the browser, and don't panic, have patience even if it does not open. So what you need to do is you simply wait for a few seconds, maybe a minute, and then refresh again. No reason to panic. So refreshing, and it starts the same process again. Atlassian Jira is starting up, loading Jira base system. Exactly same step now onward, because the installation part is already done. Same process I would like to complete that on Linux as well. So now you can log in, okay, because I already installed, I removed that and I installed again. Probably that's why you are getting this screenshot, this screen, because I tried multiple times with the different permutation combinations. And here we are. Welcome, see project in action, create a new project, import from another tool. Exactly same process. So now onward you can see that process is same. Scrum software management, I'm going to select that. Kanban software or basic software or Scrum. I want to go for Scrum. Of course, the way I selected the sample database there, I would like to select the sample data for Scrum. Same details, the Skillpedia. Remember the portal which I have up and running, that's skillpedia.com. My project is going to have user stories on the website, the skillpedia.com. So you can see the project in action, which is live, and in the training I'm going to use this as a case study. So by the end of this training, you will be able to create user stories and manage the project of the size of the skillpedia.com. If you are a trainer or if you are a student, to get training on any subject, visit the website theskillpedia.com, and please join and like this video if you like the video. Okay, now this part is done. Same process now onward. So close this extra pop-ups and log out from here. So in the next session, what you will see after this installation is basically creating issues, epics and stories. Okay, log out. That's all for this session. Now I'm talking about the installation part. Let's continue. So logged out. Let's continue. So we just took a look at the installation on Windows. So we learned how to download, we learned how to install it on Windows, we learned how to install it on Linux. Features of Jira. Because you got issues, so Jira lets you prioritize, assign, track, report and audit your issues. These issues are also known as user stories. Whatever they may be, from software bugs to help desk ticket to project task and change request also. Reporting and statistics. Customizing reporting allows you to monitor the progress of your issues with a detailed graph and charts. Workflow, your way. Map your business process with custom workflow. It is an extensible platform which integrates Jira into your system with our open API and more than 100 free plugins. The components of a Jira project. What we have is project, we have initiatives, we have story, we have themes, we have epic, we have issues, we have workflows. So these are the day-to-day use terms in Jira. So we need to understand these terminologies of Jira for our Scrum project management. So let's understand Jira: project, theme, initiative, epic and story. Project. Project is the software which you want to develop for your client. It is organized into themes. What is a theme? Basically, a theme refers to the main focus area of the organization. We may have different focus areas for a given project. So we first divide the entire project into focus areas, and these focus areas are known as themes in Jira. Initiatives. Initiatives are a collection of epics that drive towards a theme. Means it is basically inverted tree now. Project is divided into themes and theme is divided into initiatives. Epics. Epics are large bodies of work that can be broken down into a number of smaller tasks called stories or issues in Jira. And finally, the smallest unit is story or user story or issue. These are short requirements or requests written from the perspective of an end user. Each project is identified by a name and a key, and the project key is appended to each issue associated with that project, so that you can uniquely identify the issues. So this is how they look. We have theme X, theme Y, theme Z, divided into different initiatives: initiative 1, initiative 2. Initiative 1 will have its own epics, number of epics, multiple epic, epic 1, epic 2 and so on and so forth. And under epic we have the stories. Same thing goes with initiative 2 also. Agile epic. The epic is a large body of work that can be broken down into issues in Jira. Epics are almost always delivered over a set of sprints, which I discussed in the previous session, the sprint cycle. As a team learn more about epic, user stories will be added and removed as necessary from the epic. That's the key with agile epics. Scope is flexible based on the customer feedback and the team cadence. Agile epic, an example. An example is the Skillpedia again. Let's assume that we have to develop an online learning management system, www.theskillpedia.com. The project must be broken down into major epics, smaller though big enough to be handled by an IT team. It may consist of multiple epics. And now we are talking about an instructor registration system is a very good example of an epic. So the epic is instructor registration and management. Okay. Now, story. As an instructor, I should be able to register at www.theskillpedia.com. Another story probably would be, as an administrator, I should be able to approve or reject an administrator as an reject an instructor's registration. Another story probably would be, as a user or visitor, I should be able to see all the registered instructors on the website. These are just example of 3 user stories of the epic instructor registration and management. Important considerations while writing an epic. Reporting. Create epic that managers and executives will want to keep an eye on. Storytelling. Use epics and the stories that rolls up into them as a mechanism to tell the story of how you arrived at the current state of a feature or product. The culture. Let organizational culture dictate the size and granularity of an epic. Time. Make sure your epic will take a couple of weeks to complete, not too long, not too short. As I said, 30 days is a very good cycle. Jira issues, stories. An issue is a building block of the project. It may be a project task, it may be a bug, it may be a ticket, or it may be a product improvement. Jira workflow. The workflow is a set of statuses and transitions from one state to another that an issue goes through during its life cycle. It typically represents a business process. Jira comes with a default workflow and you can customize it to fit into your requirements. Examples of workflow status and transitions like open, in progress, resolved, close, reopen. These are possible status. Possible transitions: start progress, stop progress, resolve, reopen, and resolve and close. Yes, of course you can add as per your need. These are the resources available. You can visit the website atlassian.com/software/jira. Documentation is available at official documentation is available at this website at this location, and customers, if you are a customer of Jira, you can visit this link. That's all for this session. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the session. Personally, if you want to give a feedback about this, you can drop a mail by visiting the website www.rnsangwan.com. Once again, request you to join as a trainer or as a student on the website theskillpedia.com. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.